Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition, Love and General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of February 28th through March 2nd, 2025. Don't forget the Friday blackout. Forgot to mention it. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, but hopefully some things resonate for you. If you're wanting to book a reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all, because this, I don't know what's happening. But, alright, so we have the overall energy as the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, Strength, Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so overall energy, I feel that maybe you had been reserving yourself, or showing some sort of strength, inner strength that you've been having towards something that you've been wanting to do. And I feel that you are now letting that go. Maybe you did what you set out to do and you're just kind of like, all right, I did that. Let me celebrate. So whether it is celibacy, fasting, shopping, whatever it is, it seems that you've been successful at reserving yourself. And so now you're able to release that self-restraint. You can have fun now. I also feel that you are, in a sense, like taking, in a sense, I'm seeing like a leap. Like you're jumping the broom. So something is like a marriage. Maybe it's a literal marriage, but if not, then it's kind of like a symbol of marriage. I see too, like you having some sort of new goal to reach or new opportunity. And I feel that even if you've got a lot going on, you're like, I can't pass this up. And I feel like you're going to add more onto your plate, or add more onto your to-do list because you're like, oh, I can't pass up this opportunity. It also kind of feels like after initially completing one goal, you turn right back around and take on another load. You're like, okay, I know I just did this, but I'm going to take on this. And maybe you just feel like you can do it, like you are feeling like Superman or Superwoman. It just seems like you're going around taking up a lot. I feel like you're going to be busy. I feel like you're not only doing your work, but you're doing the work of other people. But I also see you doing something because you love it or because you're passionate about it. Or at least passionate about getting your work done. So let's say you got some sort of work project and there's different departments. Everybody's supposed to be doing their part. If you know anybody else's part, I feel like if you check up on that person and they're like, oh, I'll get to it. I didn't get to it just yet. I feel like you're going to do it. I feel like you're not going to wait. Next thing you know, you're going to tell them like, oh, I had extra time, so I just did that for you. Maybe you didn't believe them. Maybe you just, it is still kind of like a sense of control because I feel like you didn't want to let somebody do it on their time or how they were going to do it. You want it to be, it's like you just couldn't do it. You're like, no, I have to like take over. Like, you're not, I want it done like now. Like, why do we have to wait for you? Especially if I had, so whatever the case is, that you're taking on somebody's job, somebody's work, because you have to have it done when you need it done. Even if people are offering to help or assist you, I feel like for whatever reason, you don't want to put that responsibility or burden on anybody else, so you're going to do it. So it is kind of like in a sense of like savior mentality as well. Yeah. In a love situation, I feel that somebody is very much attracted to you, but they're trying to hold it back or hide it. Also could try to avoid you. There may be something significant about a fire sign and a water sign. Or maybe you have both of these placements. Somebody's relationship, though, seems like is building and getting stronger. But I feel like maybe people had to get past something at first, or the relationship had crumbled at some point, and now you guys are working together. This is like teamwork. So there is a willingness of both parties to come together and make something happen or make something better. So you definitely could be working on the relationship. But career-wise, I feel like y'all are busy. There's something going on where you like dedicating a lot of your energy towards work, especially if you are in the creative field. But I feel like you're just passionate. Some of you might have two jobs. Definitely seems like somebody is grinding hard, like they got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to complete. I feel like you're wanting to get something out of the way. Something might have to happen in phases, and it's kind of like, okay, phase one got that completed. Let's move on to phase two. What are we doing now? And so I just kind of feel like you're really motivated to just like keep going and to keep taking necessary steps to complete something. For some of you, I feel like you could be going to a private or a secret meeting, especially if it is like an AA meeting. But I feel like someone is determined to just like make sure that they stay sober or healed. You also just might be invited to some sort of group or to participate in some sort of activity, group activity. I do kind of feel like somebody is wanting to elope. Something looks like a secret marriage. Like I keep seeing that jumping over the broom. I don't know if something is like official or if this is just two people making vows to each other, or like, you know, marrying each other or saying their I do's, but it's not being documented. It could be some sort of spiritual marriage for somebody. Some of you might be introduced to a new coworker, where this is some sort of new collaboration. If you are someone that has a hard time trusting people, it still seems like you're working on that. You're like, let me, I'm working on it. And I feel that you are trying to open up or allow yourself to be vulnerable with certain people. Maybe not everybody, but to people who are important to you at least. It's possible somebody might be trying to set you up on a date. I feel like a one night stand could also turn into something serious or long term. Somebody might be getting ready to remodel their home. I feel like I'm seeing like construction workers and people bringing in wood or carrying wood and then going over some sort of blueprint. Or maybe someone works in construction or rehabbing, flipping. I feel like in the past you may have been working with someone on a project, but it didn't get completed. It also seems like in the past there may have been some sort of poor communication that is now being healed. Some of you might still be holding on to an air sign or feel obligated towards an air sign, or they feel obligated towards you. Some of you have been missing something emotionally, or something's been lacking emotionally. And I feel like you've been in search of something that gives you that emotional fulfillment or that inner peace. Somebody also could be overcompensating for what they don't have emotionally, which could also be why someone might be working extremely hard, taking on other people's work, other people's responsibilities, is because it's you trying to fulfill a void. I also feel like some of you have been patiently waiting for either an apology or waiting to hear from somebody that you care about. It's possible somebody is also wanting to start over or wants like a clean slate. I'm getting mixed energy about a fire sign. It could be that you like this person or you're happy to hear from this person even though they have let you down, or even though you think this person is a liar, or deceptive. Like you're still happy to hear from them or see them. I also feel like somebody is able to lie straight to your face because they're so funny they get away with it, or because they're so lovable. Something about their character lets them get away with things. Could be their appearance. You might be happy about seeing somebody at work, or whenever somebody shows up to work. It also seems that maybe while you're working, you all you think about is getting off of work or leaving this job. You might be putting on a good face for work. I'm getting like magician energy. I feel like somebody is not a good influence if you're trying to be sober. You might find yourself being like a mediator for other people, or trying to find a solution to some sort of problem or issue that somebody's having. Or if there's trouble around you. Again, I feel like people are trying to fix something that had broken. Somebody is still hurting, but maybe is trying to hide it. I feel like there's also conflict between you and an earth sign. Something's been going on where you don't feel quite satisfied. Like you still, I don't know, like maybe you're wanting to work things out with an earth sign, but there are still some unresolved issues between you and another person. And I feel like somebody is saying, why did I lie about that? Somebody may be trying to make up for what they did. Like they didn't mean to lie or stir the pot about something, and they really want to work things out. Anybody who elopes, I feel like people close to you feel bad that they weren't invited. I feel like something always ends in love. Someone is more so like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Let's make love, not war. Like somebody is like really focusing on what they know, what they're familiar with. It's like, I don't know about the disagreement or the petty things, but I know about love. You might reconcile with another water sign or an earth sign, or maybe an Aries. It feels like before you can move forward with someone, that you had to first have closure. You had to first make peace with your past. But I feel like you're ready to put yourself out there again in terms of a love situation. I feel like somebody who lives far away might be calling you. Like this person is calling to see how you're doing. And somebody's been thinking about you, or somebody misses the bond that you had, the friendship, and so they're reaching out to you. I also feel that you are leading with love. Even if you were holding a grudge or you had some sort of resentment towards someone, I feel like ultimately you just start to lead with love, because that it seems to be something that is familiar. All right, let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, we have anxiety, journey, angel of love, and overall energy, deceit. See, somebody is like lying to your face. I feel like you know it. You just maybe choose to keep the peace or ignore it. Something also is giving you anxiety. Now, if you are the one that is being deceitful of something, deceitful about something, it's like you have anxiety about it, or you feel bad for whatever reason. You might be making a decision that scares you. Like you want to follow your heart, but it kind of scares you to do so. I also see some sort of separation anxiety. It does look like distance again. Like you're hearing from someone that is from a distance. Somebody may be getting ready to visit you, or maybe you're getting ready to visit someone. I feel like you're asking yourself, what should you do in this situation? And ultimately, I just feel like you are, again, leading with your heart or leading with your emotions. Um, you're choosing love. You're choosing to love. In a sense, maybe it's something like unconditional, because it's like, um, even if you feel like you have to take the high road, or like this other person isn't going to give you the same in return, at some point you just kind of feel like, you know what, but that's okay, because this is who I am, and I'm doing what my heart tells me to do, or what feels authentic for me. So I feel like, you're truly listening to your heart. Even if it's like a love interest and you know somebody is lying to you, either you're going to leave that person because you love yourself more, or you're going to go to that person knowing what you're walking into and just choosing to love this person despite their lying flaws. Yeah. Mm, yeah, that's basically what I'm getting for you guys. So hopefully that helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.